Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, we want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yahweh Shai, Bahashem,
Hashem,
Rchakodash.
Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Kakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach the truth and rule well. All right, we're a couple brothers from the GMS SF Bay Area camp, and we come together through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai to, do a lesson and go in on what's going on in the world. All right, that's our job. All right, we're here to send out the warnings, all right, prophesy, all right. And one thing that we see Esau trying to do, all right, is get that full control, which he's been wanting this and he's been given that control, all right. But he's coming into a time where he's going to implement his MOTB, all right, his charagma, all right. And before that, he's setting up his system, okay. We see everything by way of the CBDCs, all right. There's a pilot program going on. I think it's a 12-week program right now. All right, but all over the world, you have the CBDC system being put into place. All right, you have his draconian laws being put into place. All right, because all in all, Esau has this God complex. All right, and he wants full control. Okay, a Revelations 12 chapter, he's going to come down with great wrath, knowing he had but a short time. All right, but I got this little article penned up, and I'll just read the title. This is from foxnews.com, and it says World Economic Forum Chair Klaus Schwab declares on Chinese state TV, China is a model for many nations. All right. Now, if you're familiar with what's going on in China, all right, China's in full lockdown right now. All right. China also has, a digital ID based system. All right. They have an app where they can buy. All right. It has their IDs. They have facial recognition. Everywhere they go, they're being tracked. They're being monitored. All right. They're again, they're in lockdown right now. There's quarantine zones out there. All right.
Yep.
And right now you could see that, the Chinese, they're trying to, protest. All right. But they have a military state police out there that's, putting them all in check. All right. But you see the spokesman, all right, for the elites saying that China is the model. And what is that? That's full control. All right. This is what they want to bring all around the world and primarily here to America. All right. Is this full lockdown, this full control, knowing everything about you. All right. And ultimately, this is playing into the MOTB system, the charagma system. All right. It all plays a part. All the CBDCs, the digital ID, the vaccines. All right. The facial recognition, everything is all playing into what? That system of the MOTB. All right.
Yep. And it shows you as well, like you said, according to the prophecy, and it shows you that the elites are also in control of all these nations, man.
Yeah.
On a grand scale. You got Russia, going against America. All right. And World War III is actually going to take place. All right. But the elites, they're controlling all the pieces on the board, so to speak, man. And ultimately their plan is to implement this global system. And right now, China is ahead of the ball game right now, man. All right, like the brother is going into. What you got, Joe?
Yeah, let me play this little video to show you a little bit of what China is building. All right, or what they have built already. Right here, it says China continues to build inhumane quarantine camps at a rapid pace throughout the country. All right, this is what they have going on. And as you've seen, Klaus Schwab said what? He said, hey, China's the model. Can Jake hear that?
Yeah. Probably muted or something.
So, like, could Jake hear that?
It's pretty loud.
Okay, so, like, let me turn it down a little bit. That's pretty much it. But as you can see, what is that? Hey, that's full control, man. This is what they want to push the people into. All right, when they come out with the MOTB. All right. Let me
even right now too, with in China, how everybody's on lockdown. Out there, they're utilizing newer technology too, because there's been videos that surface, you know, that they have hundreds and hundreds of drones that are being sent out, and pretty much the drones have intercoms on them telling them if you leave the house, then you will be put to death, pretty much.
Yeah.
As well as they're releasing those robot dogs.
Yeah.
And over here in America, you know, Esau, they're rapidly passing legislation for those dogs. So like the brother was saying, you know, China, what they're doing with China, they're pretty much going to do that over here, man.
Yep.
And that's going to be a reason why, you know, brothers is going to need divine intervention as well as spiritual power, man.
God. Yep. And if I could say this too, here in America, you know, they had the, I think it was the Declaration of Independence, and that pretty much has to be done away with before they're able to implement these things. And Esau has been doing that through gradualism. The main one that he was doing with, I forget the name of it, but he passed a lot of legislation during 9/11, and he was able to you know, get people to take their shoes off at the airport, you know, and that's still going on to this day. And then how the brother was speaking about the Patriot Act, you know. So now, and then I know with Obama, that thing got accelerated, because now everything, you know, if you become, you know, like a person who goes against their plans, you get put on a list. You know, you can look up Project Megiddo. You know, you come up to these videos. You know, you best believe that, you know, you've been watched. You know, not just with one eye, but with several eyes now. You know, by these devils.
Yeah. Yeah, and we seen the testing grounds too when the, you know, the first onslaught of the pandemic. All right, what happened? Well, if you didn't get your jab, there were certain restaurants you couldn't go to. There were certain, you know, basketball games. There's certain events you couldn't go to. You know, music events. All right, certain places where they wouldn't let you in to go shopping. All right, that was all a big test. All right, that was the precursor. Because what's going to happen? Well, when you read in Revelations, the 13th chapter, when they implement their system, all right, you can neither buy nor sell. So it's going to be full lockdown. All right. Again, this is going into that left-hand side of Esau wanting to be like Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. And I actually got that pulled up right now. I'll read it real quick. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." All right. And what is this talking about? What day is talking? What is this talking about? It's talking about Yahweh Shai's return. All right. But what has to happen first? The falling away, which we had that. We lost our heritage. All right. Again, proving who the real Israelites are. All right. They lost their heritage, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But what else does it say? And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So the man of sin, all right, had to be revealed. He had to be exposed on who he was, all right, and who he is, all right. And it's been exposed that this is Esau Edom, and it's going to further break it down. Verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he is as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. All right. And this is what we can see going on. All right. Esau is trying to make himself as the Most High. He's trying to set up his program to where everybody's in full lockdown. You have to do as I say. All right. Or else what? You get ostracized from society. You get put into a quarantine camp. You get put into prison. All right. And then on top of that, all right, what else are they talking about? The credit card system with the carbon tax. All right. There's certain, you know, things that he wants to put in order to monitor what you have bought. All right, if you bought too many things that going into the CBDC system, because that's all going to be run off of what algorithms. All right, they're going to be able to control it. All right, the time frame of when you can use it, what you can use it on. All right, if you bought too much meat, they're gonna, hey, you've been buying too much meat recently. You got to tone it down. All right, now we got the bugs for you. You can get this. All right. And again, going into their agenda, you will own nothing and be happy. All right. You can't buy things to own anymore. All right. This is all what Esau's God complex. All right. He's exalting himself. He's trying to be as the Most High to control every little aspect of your life.
Yep. And going deeper too with the MOTB, you know, because with that technology, not only are you going to be able to buy and sell with it, But this devil, he's gonna have all your vital signs.
Yep.
And pretty much he's gonna know your thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, him trying to be like the Most High. And they show you in that movie Minority Report where pretty much, you know, they were pretty much arresting people for crimes they didn't do based upon their thoughts, you know. And so this devil, he's really trying to be like the Most High. Yep. All right.
That's the spirit I seen in that movie, The Truman Show, this weekend, man. And it shows you Esau, he wants to control every little thing, and he doesn't want you to really realize it. All right. But see, you could see that going on a small scale right now. All right, by the algorithms that's put out in the media, all right, social media. Okay, you know, what's advertised to you. You know, Esau has you know, swayed in a certain way of thinking. All right, but how much more when he implements that charagma in his system? All right, when he controls down to the very thing you buy, what you can buy, when you can buy it. All right.
And then if you go against him, he can release cyanide and kill you with the push of a button.
Yeah.
You know, this devil, he already knows your every whereabout because every person has a phone. You know, this devil, he knows everything, you know, in your history, who you talk to, you know, everybody in your circle. All right. This devil knows everything about you, man. All right. But that's not enough. All right. He wants more. Really, he wants your soul. You know, that's why, you know, it goes into how Revelation, the 13th chapter, you know, when you look into the word charagma, all right, it also goes into pretty much a badge saying that, you know, Esau or Satan is your God, man.
Yep.
You know,
it's an electronic O. You know, that stamp that you want to, that Esau is your master, you know,
the devil.
Yep. But I'll keep reading. It says, remember ye not, verse 5, 2 Thessalonians 2:5, it says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know that what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. All right. And this is that time. All right. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, because he was empowered in that Roman time. All right. When Yahushua was on the scene. All right. When the apostles, the disciples were on the scene, that was Esau, Edom. All right. It says, only he now who letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's what you see going on right now. We're able to see these things. All right. We see what Esau has planned. Okay. And reveal them. All right. And you know, his whole track record. All right. It's all showing who the wicked really is. All right. And that's Esau, Edom. And by process of elimination, that's who runs the world today, the so-called white man. All right.
If I could say this too, you know, you got in this video, you got the two witnesses, you know, in the scriptures, it represents the northern and the southern kingdom. And we're over here, we're pointing out what this devil is doing, not only to the nation of Israel, but to the whole world. You know, it says in the Isaiah 14 that, you know, once this devil is taken down, even the trees are going to rejoice. And so you can tell all these people right now who aren't being witnesses like how we are, is who's out here doing all this wickedness. Who's got their pomp out, like, you know, puff it up to everybody and being as the Most High.
Yeah,
it's none other than you know the Esau.
the small hatters, the hook nose. All right, how they're the ones who have these think tanks, the ones who even have the World Economic Forum. Who made these people the leaders? Why are they the so-called leaders in climate, in economics? All right, politics. All right. Who made them the leader? It was Esau, Edom. All right. Klaus Schwab specifically is the spokesman. All right. For the elite. All right. I'll finish this off. It says, verse 8 again, and then shall the wicked be revealed. All right. Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And who's the spirit of his mouth? Hey, the prophets. All right. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Because ultimately, all right, Esau, Edom is going to be taken out of power. The so-called white man is going to lose his power. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, okay, with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right. And this is, oh, you want to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say even him who's working is of Satan, because really these devils, you know, they report back to the spiritual demon Satan, man. All right. But where, you know, these devils, you know, don't realize is that the spiritual demon Satan works for the Most High, you know. So these devils, they're only going to get so far, but ultimately, you know, the Lord's will is going to be done on the earth, which is establishing a righteous kingdom. All right. So ultimately, Esau's plans is going to fail. All right. But nevertheless, it says, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Those power and signs and lying wonders goes into, you know, his technology, man.
Yep.
All right. Because with that, you know, the MOTB, you know, they got the Neuralink. All right. They're going to roll that thing out like it's a miracle, which it is going to be a miracle, but on the left hand side. You know, it's going to be able to make people see. It's going to make people that can't speak be able to speak. You know, it's going to make people that have nerve damage. All right, they're not able to move their legs. Then they get the implant. Then all of a sudden they're able to walk again.
Yep.
All right. Hey, those are going to be those signs and lying wonders that's going to deceive the masses of the people to get it.
Yeah.
Which is going to be to their damnation.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Right now they have it marketed as what? As convenience. All right. You don't have to carry your keys, your wallet, and your ID all together. It could all be in one thing. All right. And that's a sign, a lying wonder. All right. Because hey, what's so hard about pulling your ID out? All right. What's so hard about just pulling your keys out? It's not that much work. It doesn't take that much effort. All right. But all of a sudden it's so convenient. All right. Everybody needs it. And this is what he's going to push. All right. And that's just the beginning. You know, that convenience is just the beginning of it. Then it's going to be what? Mandatory. All right. And that's where the real temptation is going to come in.
God.
But it says, I'll finish it off. Verse 10, it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right. And that was pretty much it on that.
If I could say this too, you know, because I'm just thinking about all these people coming out the woodwork, trying to say that this ain't the devil, Esau, Edom, you know, when he's been revealed time and time again, and he's going to continue being revealed. It's none of those people got the spirit of prophecy on them. They don't go through the scriptures and correlate the time frame that we're currently living in. And, you know, because I always love to read this in the account in the book of Daniel, because they had that statue where like the top of it was gold and going all the way to the bottom, it was the feet of miry clay and iron, you know. But so we're currently in that section because it fits the bill. And if I could read this real quick in Daniel 8, and I'm gonna read verse 23. It says, "Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and should devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces."
You know, did you say Daniel 8?
Khan.
And 23?
Khan. I'm going to read it again. Huh. This is Daniel 8. Oh, Saki, this is Daniel 7 and 23.
Oh, okay, fine.
My mistake. So it's Daniel 7, verse 23. It says, "Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it into pieces." And if you read in Job 9:24, it says that earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know, so this is the current rulership that we're in, that was spoken about in the times of Daniel in that vision, because Esau Edom literally has his grasp on the whole world. Because you can see how the brother had that clip with China, you know, and now not he has that prototype. He pretty much wants the whole world to go on that vibration. You know,
yeah, well, Sweden. I was gonna say, Salaki, I didn't mean to interrupt, Jake, but I was saying Sweden also, you know, is right behind China too, because they're already implementing, you know, the cashless society as well as the implants, man, the MOTB. You know, so Sweden, or you got all these European nations that are opting for it. any nation that don't want to get on board with Esau's NWO, all right, Esau wages war with them. And then what he does, he takes out the leader and then he sets up a puppet leader, man. All right. So like the brother was saying, you know, to devour the whole earth, the world. You got
God. And then, you know, if you read in verse 24, it goes about the 10 horns. You know, of course, you know, like these, you have to understand the idea of prophecy and like time frames, because this is speaking about, you know, the ancient Roman Empire, but it's been revitalized, you know, because at one time, you know, Esau, like during the 17th century, you know, he was able to take over the earth, you know, and claim these lands as his own, you know, but, you know, it goes into it how in verse 24 it says, and the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall rise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. You know, going into how America here, Babylon, in the scriptures was born, because you had the Spanish, the French, and the British crown. You know, and they were the ones who were, you know, taking over the world at the time, and then out of that came out America, which is known as Babylon. You know, and so we're seeing pretty much the climax of that kingdom right now. You know, because it was roughly 200 years ago where that had happened. You know, it subdued the whole world, and then right now they're trying to do their last go-ahead to try to fulfill that enterprise.
Yeah, America is the spearhead, you know, to fulfill that enterprise by the elites, you know, which are the tribe of Edom, you know.
Khan. And if I could just read this also in 25, it says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. And if you, because, you know, I'm just thinking about those people who like to say that this isn't the last rulership. You know, were not the saints worn out during this rulership, and still are today?
Yeah. You know, and this is the pride of this devil. All right, what is it? It says he's speaking great words against the Most High. You know, only a prideful demon was, you know, a wicked man. With what does it say in Habakkuk? His soul is not upright. Psalms 10 says, you know, he doesn't believe in the Most High. All right, but this is that devil who's saying these things. He's speaking against the Most High. He's trying to be like the Most High. He's saying he can do it better. All right, he has the ultimate system that he's going to set up to where he can establish his rulership, have ultimate control, and everything will be perfect according to him. You know,
which is a dystopian future.
Yeah, but here it is. You know, that's on the left-hand side, but the Lord has some plan on the right-hand side, which is actually going to come true. All right, because we understand who runs everything. All right, Esau might think he has control, but he's been given that control. Like the brother quoted that in Job, the 9th chapter. All right, but the Lord has a righteous system that's going to be established, because here it is. Esau's trying to establish his control. All right, he wants his charagma. He wants to see what you're doing. He wants to control what you buy. All right, what you eat. But here it is. The Lord's going to set that up on the right-hand side. All right, he's going to set up his men. All right, the elect, and they're going to be the priests of the world. All right, a nation of kings and priests, and they're going to be, you know, dishing out judgment. And these heathen, they're going to be controlled on what they buy, what they sell. All right, because they're not going to be able to sell abomination. All right, what they eat, they're not going to be able to eat abomination. All right, but see, the Lord has that set up on the right side. All right,
I got a
quick precept.
If I could just say one thing real quick, you know, that brother Yatab, everything he just said was scriptural. Yeah, because these other guys, they don't bring out scriptures like how we do. We speak in the spirit here.
Yep.
You got it, Kasaba.
Was that it on that part?
I can finish the rest of it, but you can put in some precepts in between.
This little precept right here, since you say you shall wear out the saints, and you know basically how you know, based upon what the prophecies are saying of what rulership we in. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. You know, and we're in a society where, the scriptures say the love of many shall wax cold. That doesn't sound like a society where everybody's rejoicing, man.
Yeah,
you know, it said, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right, we especially the men of the Lord, the true worshipers of Yahweh Shem Shai, we are in mourning daily, bro. We catching pure hell. we are awakened and are knowledgeable of why we are in this situation. So we are crying daily, even if we're not uttering it with our mouths. Our spirit, all right, the scriptures speak about our spirits crying, basically, basically saying things that we cannot utter with our mouths. So we're constantly in mourning, man. And it's not even just us. The earth itself is in mourning, and what? Hey, the scriptures say, hey, Esau, Edom's sins have reached unto the heavens, all right, because everything is crying out to the Lord. The Lord's creation is crying out to him. When everything was created, the Lord said, it's good. This is good. This is good. And everything the Lord said is good. Okay, now these things are crying out to him. And the things, everything that was perfect to the Lord, all right, that was good to the Lord, this man has destroyed it all. So the Lord has to do something, which basically
he genetically modified everything. He's putting hell on the animals, chemtrails in the skies, deforestation.
He's putting hell on the people too. That's why it says when the wicked are in authority, the people are mourning. Which goes into prophecy, sedition among men, uproars of the people, and everybody is protesting what? This man's plan, his quote unquote great reset. All right, his fourth industrial revolution. All right, this is go ahead.
I was gonna say, which his fourth industrial revolution is going to be even more hell.
Yeah,
you said you will have nothing, you will own nothing and be happy. You will eat Z-bugs.
Yeah,
that's worse than
It's getting so bad that those Moabites over there in China, they're starting to protest. And Moab, he's super, in that, do whatever the leader says. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a super servant, but here it is. He's over here protesting this, lockdown agenda and everything. But just it goes to show you that when the wicked is dishing out his authority, all right, and he's dishing out his laws, the people are mourning, man. And this is why this has to go. All right, the Lord is going to set up the righteous. This man's going to be taken out of power. But you got it.
Jake done with that precept?
Con, that was all.
Con, I got Job 5:12.
Go ahead.
It says Salakia, Job 5:12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
And that's what the Lord is going to do, man. See, Esau does not understand what he's getting himself into. Or he just has the pride to think that he could do something against the Most High. That's the pride of this devil. All right, but here it is. The Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is literally going to disappoint this man. All right, he's gonna anything that Esau is gonna set up, because we see the system being put into place. Esau thinks he's all cunning. He has all the legislation, written up. He has the people's mind swayed a certain way. All right, he's testing out his CBDC system, which is ultimately going into the Karagma system. All right, which he's gonna implement, in this near future, if not next year. They're talking about putting the Fed now online next year. All right, but all these other different countries are damn near ready to go. All right, but the Lord is going to disappoint all that. All right,
that monkey wrench.
Yep, he's going to throw that monkey wrench. All right.
A little bit more. It says, "He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, in the counsel." Oh, you got it.
He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, because what is the craftiness that Esau has planned? Ultimate control, pure slavery, all right, for everybody else except for him, basically the elites, Amalek, all right? But here it is, Esau is going to go into slavery, all right? The Lord's going to do a complete 180, all right? And Esau is going to go into slavery,
They show you that.
That's crazy.
They show you what Esau wants to do in that movie Elysium. Pretty much. He wants everybody just to be just completely slaves, with the MOTB in them. And then while Esau, he doesn't even plan on living on the earth. He planned on living on the ISS space station, living in luxury, But like the scripture said, the Lord is going to disrupt his plans, man. All right. Because contrary to what Esau believes, everything belongs to the Lord, man. All right, the scriptures tell you, if you, dig in the earth, the Lord's going to be there. If you go deep into the sea, the Lord's going to send Leviathan. If you go up into the space, hey, that's the Lord's domain. That's where all the chariots be at, man. All right. So this devil, there's no way for this man to win, man. Even though when he's implementing these things, the Lord is going to allow him to get to a certain point. All right. The scriptures say when he is about to fill his belly. Yep. So it's going to look like this man is about to be successful. All right. But that's where the patience and the faith of the saints kick in. All right. Because even though this man, he's going to, you know, chip so many people. All right. He's going to implement the lockdown. He's going to put a lot of people to death. All right. But it's going to get to a certain point where the Lord is going to show up. All right. To deliver his elect and then rain those missiles upon them, man. All right. Then after that, the elites are going to go into slavery. The ones that are, you know, that have thought this wicked device. All right. So, yeah, I'll finish reading out this precept. Job 5 and 13. It says, in the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. All right. I want to get the definition for the word forward or the interlinear. It's pathal, forward. Pretty much it means to be twisted, to wrestle. And that's what Esau ultimately is doing. Esau is trying to wrestle with the Most High. But it's like, I think I got the wrong definition. It's for forward.
Yeah, well, here's forward.
Forward.
Twist, to be twisted, to wrestle. But but you know, it's going into his counsel and carried headlong.
Headlong
means to hasten. All right, to hasten, to make haste, to be anxious. All right, why? Because hey, this man is being exposed. All right, everything he thinks that he's doing, all right, it's just getting exposed left and right, and it's not doing exactly what he wants it to do. Right, there's people coming up against him. There's people exposing his ass, and primarily the prophets, all right, are exposing him by way of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, so he's being anxious because every little thing he's being exposed, it's not working, it's not doing exactly what he wants it to do. So he has to just keep coming quicker. But what happens when you're hasty? All right, you start making mistakes.
You can get Revelations 12 and 12.
Yeah,
you know,
I got you.
He's hasty because he knows that really he's losing that power, his grip.
Yep.
You know, his witchcraft ain't working on the people no more. All right. He's no longer ruling in secrecy. All right. His plan that they've kept secret and in the dark for so long is being noised abroad via, you know, the men of the Lord, the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shema Shai. So the last thing for this devil to do is to resort to his blessing, all right, which is the physical sword.
Yep. You know, I'll read that for you real quick. Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Yep, and that's why he's hasty, because now he knows that he got a short time. You know, so we're entering into Jacob's trouble, pretty much. And Jacob's trouble consists of this devil, you know, coming down and physically implementing that fourth industrial revolution, man. You know, and anybody that's not with his agenda, this devil, he plans on putting them to death. You know, and we see what's going on with China. The brother brought up the video, hundreds and hundreds of internment camps.
Yep.
All right. And what do you think they're doing to people in those camps? All right. Hey, torture, man.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you know, putting people to death.
Yeah. And that demon Klaus Schwab said that's the model. That's the model for all these other nations, man. This is Esau's plan. He's letting you know what he wants to do. All right. He's already showing you what kind of demon he is. Anyone who says China is the model obviously is fucking bugged the hell out. All right. But these people just eat it up, you know?
I got a quick precept before Partham get back to that. Finish off in Daniel. This is Psalms 2 and 1.
Yep.
Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
Yep. Hey, these heathen, man. Hey, what are they imagining? Primarily, Esau Edom's imagining that he's going to have full control. He's going to keep ruling the world. Or what does the scripture say? They think their houses are going to continue forever. All right. Then you have all these other different nations, Russia, even China, all right,
Yep.
Iran, all they think they're going to be able to do a big upset with America and then have their little BRICS nations run the world, you know. Hey, but that's all. It's vain, all right. It's nothing. It's all going to come to naught, all right.
That's right. I'm gonna read this verse 1 real quick in the NLT, then I'm gonna go back to the KJV.
Yep.
It says, "Why are the nations so angry? Why do they waste their time with futile plans?"
It's futile, you know. I like that word. It's futile, man.
Yeah.
Hey, because really, who are they trying to come against? They're trying to come against Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, and you trying to fight Yahweh Bashim Shai, you're gonna come to naught. All right, especially a heathen, man. You literally were put in this position. All right, to just you were just made to be an example of what happens when the damn heathen are in control. All right, you're literally there to show us what not to do. All right, what Scripture says, hey, you were created for our sakes. You were supposed to be our slaves. You know, but here it is. The Lord put you in a position, all right, which ultimately shows the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, and to be an example. But here it is. You think you got it. You think you're gonna keep going. You know. You're out your damn mind.
Hey, they don't take into account, man. Hey, the Lord is not a man that he should lie. This is going back to the promise. Why is Esau really to the root of it? All right, why is Esau so pissed off with the nation of Israel? All right, going back to the promises that was given unto Jacob. All right, let nations bow down to thee, let thy mother's son serve thee. This was a promise. You got to remember, this was literally a blessing. All right, from in the spirit, all right, passed down from Yahweh Shem Shai, going on down to our whole line, man. You know, and it's nothing nothing you can do about it. That's why it's futile plans, because there's nothing you can do about it. It's already been said. It's gonna come to pass.
Yep.
And if I may add too, this is Esau trying to create the artificial blessing, you know. Because ultimately, you know, the MOTB, you know, that's just going into his transhumanism ideology, you know, and ultimately, you know, this devil, he wants to try to preserve, you know, the brain. He wants to try to preserve the spirit within the brain and then put the brain into an android so he can try to live perpetually.
Yep.
You know, but that's his version of the angelic bodies.
Yep.
You know, and then this devil, he wants to go and try to, you know, colonize other planets, you know, which just shows you in that movie Avatar, all he's going to do is just go and kill and destroy, man.
Yep. That's Esau's MO, you know, but here it is. He thinks he's going to get away with, you know, doing away with the Israelites. All right. To get his blessing back. Because what does he want to do? He wants to implement that charagma, which basically, you know, you taking the charagma as you bowing down to Esau, accepting him as your master. And then the rest of them, he wants to just kill. All right. But taking no account of the elect. All right. It's not going to happen. All right.
Right. Verse 2, it says, the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to be our slaves, which was written that they gonna be our slaves.
Yeah.
That's right. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision.
Hey, the Lord is laughing, man. Because what's going to happen to these damn heathen? Hey, they're going into slavery. All right. All these plans that they have, they're going to come to naught. The Lord literally let this man build up a system. All right. You know, hundreds of years in the making. All right. And he had his Roman Empire, like the brother was talking about the beast earlier. All right. And it was reincarnated. All right. It came back to life. That one that was, you know, it was wounded, but it came back, talking about this NATO, EU, America. All right. This ancient Roman Empire coming back into control. The Lord let them build up their things again. You know, they so-called the greatest empire on earth, the greatest nation. All right. The so-called greatest system. You got NATO. You got all these countries coming together. You're like, how is that going to come to naught? Well, the Lord is going to make it come to naught. All right. Nothing.
Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure.
Yeah.
Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion.
Yeah.
I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee.
Yep. So the Lord already has, see, the Most High, the creator of all things, the Lord already has his king that's going to rule forever.
Yep.
You know, so like going back to the beginning, it's futile. it's of naught, because the Lord already said his son gonna be ruling, man, which is Yahweh Shai.
It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Hey, so that's the true place of you heathen. All right, you Edomites, Amalek, Ham. All right, Japhet. Okay, Elam. Who am I missing? Ishmael.
Moab, Ammon.
Yeah, Moab, Ammon. All right. Hey, all you nations, your position, your destiny, all right, is to be our slaves. All right, that's where you truly belong. All right, so all this thought, all this scheming, all right, of you, being the next to rule or having your system, continue forever. Hey, the Lord already said it's not going to happen. All right, and you're going to go into the positions that you were meant to be. All right. You got it, dog. Is that it?
And we're gonna be extremely fair,
Yeah.
We're gonna be extremely fair. All right, we are gonna be ruling in nothing but righteousness. All right, the way the Heavenly Father created it. The Heavenly Father is a power of balance. Esau is the one that's unbalanced. Y'all catching hell because of the one who's in rulership. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Y'all catching pure hell because of this man Esau is in rulership. But guess what? All right, the Lord's going to set the rightful rulers, the one that's going to bring balance. You are going to be judged according to your ways, according to what you do. The same way the Lord judged us, all right, is the same way that we going to be judging y'all, all right?
Yep. Well, the scriptures say it's a righteous thing to give tribulation to them that trouble you.
Right.
All right, like you're saying, it's only fair. It's justice. All right, and furthermore, Esau, he was set up to do a certain thing. All right, but the scriptures say he furthered the affliction. All right, so he's gonna have to drink of that cup double. All right, and he wasn't supposed to do all the fucking nasty, crazy shit that he did to us. All right, but hey, justice to be served. Was that hit on that up?
It just says in the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Yeah, hey, because we're gonna own everything. All right, all in order. But I got a quick precept. Job 20 and I'll start at verse 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth? All right. Hey, this is a known, all right, theme. All right, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. All right, so the Lord is saying, hey, don't you know this? This is a common theme, all right? That the triumphing of the wicked is short. And who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, all right? And all these other heathen nations that think they have a chance. The triumphing of them winning, all right? The triumphing, the positions they have, all right? The rulership positions they have is short, all right? And their joy is but for a moment. All right, they're going to be taken out of power. And all this is just going to be like a dream, a bad dream that passed. But see, even when you have bad dreams, after it's been a couple days, all right, you pretty much forget about it. You don't remember it. That's what the Lord is going to liken this place as. All right, and the rulership of these people, hey, it's going to be gone quick. All right, before you know it. All right, verse 6: though his excellency mounts up to the heavens. All right, and his head reach unto the clouds. And who is that? Esau, Edom. All right, he has all these satellites, his so-called space stations. All right, his head is reaching up to the clouds. Man, this man is proud. All right, he's proud. He says he has the highest IQ. He's the pinnacle of evolution. All right, but what does it say? Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream. Yeah, this is spirit. He shall fly away as a dream. He's going to perish like his own dung. Nobody thinks about what happens when they flush that toilet. All right. It just goes down the drain. It says, and shall not be found, yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. All right. And this is what's going to happen. Eventually, this man, he's going to, drink of that cup. He's going to go into slavery. And there's going to come a point in time where this man is utterly going to be wiped off the face of the earth.
God, right? Like in the kingdom of heaven, it's you're not even gonna know Esau even ruled at all.
Yeah.
The Lord is gonna take every trace and remnant out that Esau Edom has established. The Lord is gonna root it out of the earth. It's gonna be to the point where Esau Edom didn't even exist unless we go back into the scriptures,
Or we pull up the holograms. All right.
God, yeah, the Urim and the Thummim.
Yeah. And when you want to do a little, history, just because you're, you want to look into that, you'll be able to see and then be like, oh, damn, that shit was wicked.
God, yeah, the only memorial is going to be America, which is going to be a desert in the kingdom of heaven. All right, because the Lord, the Lord is stirring up World War III, stirring up these nations, and they're going to use those missiles, man. And the elites, they're overseeing all this, and they think that they're going to escape, which they are. They're going to escape the nuclear destruction, and then they're going to arise from the ashes. They're going to go in their bunkers, and then, once the nuclear holocaust overpass, they're going to come out of their bunkers and then take over the world. All right. But that's not going to happen. All right. When the missiles go off, all right, the elect is going to be delivered, and then they're going to go in those bunkers and then put you Edomites in slavery, man.
Yep.
All right. You Edomites are going to have to build up our kingdom, which is going to be built up of precious gemstones, all right, from the foundation. Yep. Y'all, it's going to be hard labor. And then after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, you Edomites are going to be exterminated. The only nation out of the heathens that's going to be eliminated is going to be you Edomites, man.
Yep.
All right, then it's going to be no remembrance except for the desert, which is going to be America. And then, like the brother said, going back in the Urim and the Thummim. Hey, we're going to be celebrating that new high holy day, the new Passover, man.
Yeah.
All right. Which, that new Passover is going to be us being delivered from this captivity, man. You got the what?
Con. So I can continue back in Daniel 8, and I'm going to read back again in verse 25.
Daniel 7, right?
Con Slakia. Yeah. It's the top of it says Daniel 8, and so I get confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so in Daniel 7, verse 25, it says, and he shall speak great works against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given.
That's what this man does. And we just went through that. What do they call that? Daylight savings time.
God.
Who has that power? Who sets up those laws to, change the time, daylight savings time? All right. You can go up in the history, look it up for yourself. Who did that? Who implemented that law? All right. And then the scriptures are literally talking about this man.
Yep. And even going into the calendar too, because the days it goes by, the moon cycle, the new moon is the beginning of a new month. But this devil, who's behind the Gregorian calendar, man?
Yeah. Yep.
I believe that goes back to the Grecians, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that Gregorian calendar is going off, man. Yeah. That's why you had leap years, which all that shit is wicked, man.
Yeah. Which it's all messed up because they added like 2 more months. I mean, literally, you have October, which Octo is supposed to be 8, but it's the 10th month. All right. You got December, which I believe is 10. All right, but that's the 12th month. So everything is all messed up because they entered in those other months. What was it? August, which goes back to Augustus, and there was one other one. I forgot which one it was. But
so pretty, you got it.
I was gonna say, but it shows you that it's all screwed up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't even know if we're really in the year 2023, right, or 2022.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
you got leap years where they add a day, or it's all messed up. And they changed the laws. All right, everything, you have everything flipped upside down. All right, you got, so-called constitution when we literally have perfect set of laws. All right. And Esau, he literally tried to use that, in the beginning when he was establishing this nation. All right. But he went totally, he flipped it all upside down. All right. Now you have homosexuality, which is legal. You got people who can call themselves any type of gender. You just got a whole bunch of madness. All right. No land Sabbaths. You can eat whatever you want to eat. All right. So this is the scriptures is literally describing this man. All right. And his power structure.
I got some quick, really quick concerning the Gregorian calendar. It says, first implemented by Julius Caesar in 46 BC, since the Roman emperor's system miscalculated the length of the solar year by 11 minutes, the calendar has since fallen out of sync with the seasons.
So like you said, they miscalculated because Esau Edom is an idiot. You got it. You gonna say some part, Thumb?
Oh, that's say how would he know?
Yeah.
He don't follow the laws.
He's winging it. He's been winging it. All right. He's still winging it. He'll try and say so. Oh, they miscalculated the curvature of the earth and the sun. It's all bullshit, man. This man.
The Lord made it simple, man.
Yeah.
All right. It's the new moon is the new month, man. It's simple, man.
It's simple, yeah.
It says the calendar had since fallen out of sync with the seasons.
Yeah.
Hey, man, this man fucked everything up.
Everything. Everything. You got the so-called new year coming in the dead of winter, which don't make any sense. The new year is supposed to represent what? The new life, the new growth. All right. That's springtime. It's plain as can see, man. This man is the devil. You got it out.
You got it, Partha.
So continuing on, it says, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of times. So we're currently in Esau's rulership, and if you read in I believe if it's in Lamentations 4:21, it goes into how the cup of I'm gonna go ahead and get it actually.
Yeah. What is it?
Lamentations 4:20 and 21.
Okay.
No, so this is Lamentations 4:21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked." So that's referring to how Esau has the control of the earth. And he's got the wine of fornication. He's making all the nations drink unto it. So pretty much it prophesied that at one point in time, Esau is going to be the one that's in rulership.
Yeah. And it says rejoice because Esau, you're supposed to be living it up. All right. You shouldn't even be worried about all these different things. But here it is. What did it say? It said you're rushing to do these things. Revelation 12th chapter. All right. You're getting scared. You're seeing Israel wake up. All right. Hey, it's about damn over for you. All right. Well, the Lord said it. The cup shall pass unto you. All right.
Yeah. And another sign that is over for Esau is you got all these Israelites waking up.
Yep.
Like on its mainstream media, all the major, celebrities, the grade A celebrities are all speaking about, the Israelites. Hey, Esau Edom, he got to make his move, man. Because this is Esau's worst nightmare. This is literally his worst nightmare, coming alive right before his eyes, man. So this devil, he's gonna try to shut down the internet, all right, because this truth is the only thing that's going directly against his new world order. This truth is the only thing that's hindering his new world order, man.
Yep.
So hey, man, that's another sign to let you know this devil's out of there.
Con. It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. Referring to basically, Esau being the last rulership that's over us before we're never led into captivity. And, we're not going to be led into captivity, because after this rulership right now, we're going to have those bodies, those hearts of flesh, so they will never go off.
Yep.
You know, so you could, you know, disregard all those people from the woodwork saying that this ain't King Esau's rulership right now. You know, how is it not?
Yeah,
exactly.
Why does the scripture say Esau is the end and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it?
That's
all right. Esau and Jacob are the meat and potatoes. All right. And this lets us know, all right, the scriptures let us know that Esau, being the end, all right, being the wicked, is the so-called white man. All right. The so-called white man is not Japhet. All right. He's not the so-called, he's not the Jew. All right. There's a reason why he's called the Jewish. All right. He is Esau. He is Edom. And we're reading about what's about to happen. All right.
Khan. And continuing on, it says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
Hey, and Esau, your sins are stacked up. All right. Hey, and see, it tells you that in I believe it's Maccabees. All right. But it tells you that the Lord doesn't judge the heathen right away. All right. He lets them basically build up a tab. All right. And Esau, you're known as the man of sin. All right. So when the Lord discovers your sins, everything's justified that's going to happen to you. All right.
I mean, shoot, this devil is the only nation out of all the heathens that's going to be eliminated.
Yep.
Well, you know,
what does it say? Well, even Esau knows it. Even in the Zondervan, all right, what does it say? They're the only nation promised no mercy.
Man,
you know,
even Esau know it.
Yeah.
They published it.
his own tongue falling upon himself.
Yeah.
God.
Con. These are beautiful times, because, you know, the elect, you know, Lord willing, they're sealed. You know, we're standing up with great boldness, and, you know, our enemy is, you know, he's in fear, and that's why he's going to come with great wrath. You know, like how the brother Shemaim just said, a lot of Israelites are waking up. You know, but really, that salvation is only for the remnant, the 144,000, the 1/3. You know, because you got a lot of people who, you know, they give us the fist bump, say they're Israelites, but then in works they don't follow. You know, they you can see that really they're just, you know, jumping on the next craze. And all these concentration camps, you know, it's going to be for them, you know, for some of us in this ministry, you know, but if you have the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know, then you'll be in a secret place, and you'll be, you know, so long as you're faithful, you know, 10 days, you know, he will fight for thee.
Yeah, which you know, just represents a period of time. It might not be exactly 10 days, all right, but it's a period of time, all right. But hey, like the brother said, hey, what we're seeing, all right, is that God complex, and like the brother said, Esau's just going to come down with great wrath. He's losing patience. All right, we read it about his counsel. All right, it's carried headlong. He's getting anxious. All right, he's seeing, you know, like the brother said, he's seeing the awakening of the Israelites. He's being exposed. All right, every time he tries to do, you know, he tries to have a pandemic, all right, he gets exposed. There's a reason why he has to do more and more algorithms, more and more, you know, misinfo, you know, fact checking, you know, yeah, the censorship, all right, because hey, he's being exposed and he doesn't have that much longer, all right, but knowing that, he still has that God complex where he's just going to come with great wrath. All right, he's just going to start getting into that so-called quote-unquote judgment mode, you know, thinking that he's going to do something. All right, but little does he know he is about to get taken out of power.
Do you got something else, Parthon?
Well, I was going to jump back and finish it off in Daniel 7. You know, because this is going into, you know, after this last captivity, which is Esau, Edom's rulership, you know, we're going to get those hearts of flesh. We're never going to go off. Because it speaks about how, you know, the kingdom to come is never going to diminish. So this is back in Daniel 7, verse 26. It says, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
Yeah. Hey, and that's the Lord's plan. All right. That's what's really going to happen. All right. See, here it is. Esau, like we mentioned, he has this idea on the left-hand side that he's going to control all the kingdoms. It's going to be a so-called everlasting kingdom. All right. Like the brother mentioned, he's going He's just going to re-upload his conscience into a chip, onto a robot, all right? Whatever, crazy thoughts that he has, all right? He thinks that everybody's going to obey him. But hey, the Lord is going to take this man out of power and put the true rulers in his place, all right? In a righteous place.
That's right. I was going to say Isaiah 47, but I mean, pretty much that was a beautiful place to end on, really.
This is the spirit, because I was holding Isaiah 47 too.
Hey, that's the spirit.
Isaiah 47 and 10. Yeah. I'll read it. Isaiah 47 and 10. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me."
And
hey,
who else said? Yeah, I was gonna say, who else said I am?
Yeah,
the Lord did. The Most High, He said, "I am that I am." But for us, He is, and His name is Yahweh, which means He is. All right, but this devil Esau, he said that I am. Pretty much, he thinks he's saying that he's the Most High, man. All right, and the Lord got another thing for you, man, because Esau, Edom, you are a man upon earth, man. All right, and the Lord, He's gonna let you know that you are nothing but a man. All right, you are not a god. All right, you may be the god of this world, which just means a power. All right, but
but this world's about to pass away.
Yeah, that's right.
So what are you gonna be god of? Some air, some dust, smoke,
Satan is the power of the air, though, man. Hey, he's super proud. They got that saying, civilization started with the Greeks. Well, civilization started when Yahweh Shem Shai gave his law, statutes, and commandments unto his chosen people. That's how you live on earth. That's true Adamites. Civilization.
When the breath was breathed into the Adamites.
That's right.
There was always see, the thing is, Esau, Edom, that's projection right there. Because Esau, Edom, he said that civilization started with the Greeks. Really, civilization was started with creation.
Right.
All the nations have always been civilized since the beginning of the earth was created. Esau, Edom is the only nation that became uncivilized and then civilized again. You read that in the book of Job. They was ran up into the Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah.
And then they didn't even have a language. They was wearing their clothes until their clothes disintegrated off of their body. They was the real cavemen.
The real caveman. Yeah.
Which shows you the power of the Lord, because then the Lord brought him back. And then that wound was healed. Then you have the Renaissance, and then Esau got proud again. And now the Lord got to take this nigga out for being proud. The scriptures say, even for this very cause have I raised thee up, that the Lord is going to show his power, man. So even the fact that the Lord set over the earth the bases of men and then built them up to on a level, all right, then the Lord is going to come back and then just utterly obliterate you. Man, Esau, you got the biggest L in the history of creation, man. Golly, man, what
that's
the Lord
cold.
is going to
do. Esau been taking L since he came in existence, bro.
Yeah.
It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it is. Salakia, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
Hey, that's sudden. Hey, the Lord is coming like a thief. All right, and the scriptures say that this place, America, is about to be destroyed in an hour. All right, that's all it's going to take to destroy this place.
That's sudden.
He's gonna fall as lightning.
Yep.
Yeah, that's sudden, bro. It says, could you scroll down a little bit, Baba Kusha?
Yes, a lot.
It says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Keep that same energy, Esau. You've been trusting in, your seances. You got a whole left-handed priesthood that conjure all kind of spirits, keep that same energy. That's what the Lord is pretty much saying. You know, keep doing that and see how far that's gonna take you. You know, you got it.
It says, if so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
If so be.
If so be.
If so be.
Hey, the Lord is
humorous for sure.
Yeah, the Lord is funny, man.
Thou art
the Lord is laughing at this devil, man.
Yeah.
It says, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now thy astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Yeah. Showing you that Esau has all these things. All right. He has his demonic priesthood, his demonic counselors. All right.
Just like the Pharaoh, how he had his priest on the left hand.
Yeah. Yeah. All on the left hand. All these people looking into these things, so-called scientists, witches, whatever. All right. Hey, but what does the Lord say? Hey, maybe they'll be able to save you. All right. Maybe. But what does it say?
Hey, what the scripture say too? Let favor be shown to the wicked. You know, so hey, this is time to shine. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and this is what he's doing. But it says, behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor a fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter. None shall save thee.
None shall save thee, man. Everything that you built up here in America, scripture says it's going to be nothing. All right, it's going to come to nothing. All right. A majority of your people are going to be killed off, but the elites, we're going to put them into slavery. All right. Lord's will, we're those men. All right. Lord's will, we're the elect. But the elect are going to put those elites into hardcore slavery. So, none of these enchantments, none of these sorcerers, none of these, all right, wise men are going to save you. All right. Your destiny is already written, Esau.
Khan, the light of the wicked shall be put out.
Yeah. I guess we could end off on this. I had this pulled up. Where is it? Isaiah 14.
I had a quick precept too.
Okay. Let me read this. This is Isaiah 14:12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Which the mount of the congregation is the Israelites.
Yep.
In the sides of the north going into America.
Yeah. This is the pride, though. He says, I will ascend into heaven, man. He's going to exalt his throne above the stars of the Most High. But what does it say? Verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Oh, man. That's it. That's the whole lesson right there.
Yeah.
Esau wants to be like the Most High, man.
Yeah. This is the plan he has. This is his thought. All right, here it is. The majority of people are bugged out because they think this man, he'll call himself a humanitarian, all right, a philanthropist, all right. But this demon, all right, he don't care about all you so-called peons. Well, what is his name? Huval Harari, all right. He called you guys useless eaters, all right. This is their thought. They want to be like the Most High, and they want to just have full control. They want to kill when they want to kill. They want to, whatever, free thoughts you think you have, they want to take all that away. All right. It says right here, it says, verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. All right. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? All right. that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners, all the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, every one in his own house. All right. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, and go down to the stones of the pit as a carcass trodden under feet. All right. It says, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed the land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, the Lord's going to do away with these people. All right. Yep. The Lord is going to take Esau, Edom out of his power seat that he has. All right. And he's going to be brought down to hell.
Could you get Job 14:5? And it's just one precept.
Yep. Job 14:5. I'll read it for you.
Okay.
It says, Job 14:5, it says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Yep. So the almighty creator, you know, of existence, the Most High himself, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, you know, he already determined the lengths of Esau, Edom, man. All right. And the Lord already set bounds to where this devil could not pass, man. All right. And those bounds is confined within prophecy.
Yep.
All right. So, you know, pretty much, you know, this devil, he's already lost already. Okay. He already lost already. And Yahweh Shema Shai and the elect. All right. And ultimately is going to trickle down to the rest of the nation of Israel. We've already won already. All right. It just has to play out. The Lord's movie has to play out, you know. But, you know, even it says the number of his months are with thee. So the Lord knows Esau, Edom's time to rule all the way down to the last millisecond, man.
Yeah.
All right. So there's nothing that this devil can do to get outside of that. You know, even though this devil has the pride and try to be like the Most High and offset prophecy, you know, nevertheless, the Lord still has bounds that this devil cannot pass, you know.
Yep. And we read it. He's about to be brought down to hell. So he's going to be put in that position of slavery, man.
Yep. That's what's going to happen to him.
You know,
then after slavery, you know, he's going to be kindled up, you know, in that fire. All right. All the Edomites, man, woman, and child is going to be burnt, you know, by the nation of Israel. I'll tell you that in the book of Obadiah. Then there's going to be no Edomites. That the root of Esau is going to be put out of the earth for good, you know. So yeah, man, and that's going to be the end of the devil, man. Yep. All right, that old serpent. You got it, though.
So that was it. Nobody got any other present?
That was it, bro.
Yeah. So, you know, as you see, you know, Esau, he has that God complex, but that's all for naught. All right, the Lord's about to take this man out of power. We just read it. He has bounds he cannot pass. All right, but he still has that pride to think he's going to be able to upset prophecy. All right, he's going to be able to fight against the Most High. But the Lord is going to take this man out of power. All right, and he's going to be putting him in a position of hardcore slavery. All right, and then after that, he's going to be done away with. So, you know, like it says in Lamentations, live it up, Esau, do what you got to do. All right, either way, you're playing into prophecy. All right. But with that, Lord's will, this was edifying. Once again, call Halam Yahweh Bahashem. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and Abba Baba.
Shalom and Abba Baba.